My name is Michael. I am 20 years old, and I survived a week without any modern day technology. I'm a bit of a technology addict. I play a lot of video games on my computer, I'm on my phone quite a lot, on my MacBook. I spend a lot of time looking at screens. I wanted to see if I can last a week without my precious technology. First day out of 7, did a lot of prep for the rest of the week. 2018 MacBook, iPhone here, phone keyboard and a bit of shit one. Logitech mouse, blue microphone, Thematic keyboard, Audio Technica headphones, and then I built this PC myself, 750 Ti inside, 8 gigs of RAM. Games consoles, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, Sega Mega Drive, Nintendo Wii.
You're gonna miss it.
Yeah. On the second day, I wanted to see how I could travel without the internet. I went up to London. I wanted to see if I can find my own way around London. It was a lot easier than I thought it actually would be. The tube map is actually really helpful, and the staff there are really nice as well. I bought a map, and all in all, it was really quite easy to go around London without using my phone. So we are across the Thames from lovely St Paul's Cathedral, very domey. It was actually quite a fun day. The evening, however, when I got home was very, very, very slow. I'd run out of things to entertain myself with. I was just so bored out of my brain. I couldn't think of anything to do. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was just sat there. The second day was my education day, so I went into film school on Tuesday. I wrote all my notes on paper, which is fairly standard. A lot of people do that anyway, but I normally use my MacBook, but of course this time I couldn't. At one point she had emailed us a bit of work to do, and obviously I couldn't access my emails, so I had to ask my nice friend Laurence to print her email out for me. On Tuesday evening, however, I finally had the great idea to pick up a book. I picked up The Martian, which I'd never read before. It was a really good read. It really gave me something to do in the evenings. It helped me pad out my time a little bit better. On Wednesday, I stayed home with my sister, and we both made a lovely gluten-free Victoria sponge cake, which was actually quite fun. It was something I've never really done before. Of course, I've cooked stuff now and then, but I've never baked a cake before. And decorating and all that was quite fun. It tasted quite nice. And then in the evening, I just read again. On Thursday, today, the weather had cleared up a little bit better, so I went on my walk.
Let's have a
I went up and down Reigate Hill, the top of the hill, getting the nice views. Went and looked at all the war memorabilia, all the pillboxes, the bomb shelter, Lancaster bomber crash site. It's all actually really fun, and I enjoyed it, I think, more than I would have if I wasn't distracted by my phone or music. I was just left with me and my thoughts. And then Friday was the last day I went without technology. Friday was really the best day. It was because I had the most to do. So Friday was my granddad's birthday. So we went to his house and had a nice time with the family. And then that evening I had organised a pub night with some of my friends down here in Brighton. So I'd written out letters, posted them, and just prayed that they were going to reach people in time. I arrived at the pub a little bit early, and I was the only one there, and I was dreading it. Like, oh, my friends aren't going to come, the letters haven't arrived, I'm going to be sat here on my own, it's going to be awful. But eventually my friend Phil was first, and then all my friends kept coming in one by one, and before I knew it, everyone I'd invited had turned up. And I was so pleased. It was the best feeling in the world to have friends that trust me that much, because I could have been running late and I wouldn't have been able to message them, or I could have changed the plans and they wouldn't have known about it. But to have friends that trust me enough to meet up with me, that I would have organised through a letter that I'd sent through the post, is an amazing feeling, and I'm really, really happy. And it was a fantastic end to the week, really. On that Saturday then, I got my technology back, and it felt a little bit weird at first. It took me a little while to adjust back to it. I felt really guilty the first time I used my phone, although it was great seeing all the messages and social media stuff that I'd missed during that week. So I had my ups and I definitely had my downs, but it was a very interesting week. I learned a lot about myself. It was great, I think, for my mental health to stop and think about what I'm doing and where I'm going without any distractions. I think I'll definitely do this again when I have to write my dissertation next year. I feel like it really made me appreciate my family and friends more. I spent a lot more time with my family and friends than I would have if I had technology. And I feel like that was healthy for me and my relationships. And just having some free time, having nothing to do and having a bit of peace was actually really quite nice. Would I recommend this to someone else? I definitely would. I feel like I've learned a few valuable lessons in appreciating the technology you do have and what you would have without that technology. So I'd definitely recommend it to other people. Can you read that?